Dr. Ryan, you seem to be feeling better.
Yeah, much better. A nap helped. I'm really grateful to you for it. But nobody wants to tell me anything about Dee.
She is improving steadily.
How's her blood pressure?
Normal, stable. But I'm a little more interested in you. Let me see your hands.
I'm assisting you in surgery in an hour.
Right. Have you taken anything?
Nothing.
Good. But look, how is it?
I ache everywhere. My head feels like it weighs about 60 pounds. And I could sleep, dead sleep, for a week without even turning over.
Well, why don't you? Just go back to bed, huh?
My wife nearly died last night because I pushed her down a staircase. I just thought I might come around long enough to see how she was doing.
All right. Just take it easy. She's doing very well. Do you have any more of the stuff?
No, I flushed it all down the toilet in Bucky's quarters.
Well, that's very good.
Did Delia talk to you at all?
Yeah.
Well, was she any more lucid?
Oh, she was in and out.
Just now when she came around, she was cringing at the sight of...
Pat, it was an accident. Now, guilt is a waste of your time.
It was an accident in the sense that I didn't mean to hurt her, but I was trying to get away from her, and whatever I did caused her to lose her balance and fall. And it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't let myself get in such bad shape to begin with.
It wouldn't have happened, but for a lot of reasons, and very few of them were your fault.
Patrick? Patrick! Morris told me you're on the floor. Hey, how you doing?
Much better, Buck. Thanks.
Listen, I'm sorry about Delia. They just, after I left you last night, I went into surgery, so I didn't find out about her until this morning.
Say, Pat, when were you and Delia married?
18th of April. Why?
Nothing, just one of my convoluted thought processes, that's all. Well, if you gentlemen will excuse me. Oh, Pat, officially you're off duty. I'll find somebody to cover for you. I suggest you go home and try to get some more sleep if you can. I'll be down in records for about 10 minutes, but I'll keep an eye on Dee.
Okay. Thanks, Roger.
Listen, what did happen to Delia? If you don't want to talk about it, it's okay.
No, Buck. There's a lot of things that you ought to know. One of them is, I've been on pills since the beginning of the strike.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Coleridge from Neurology. I'm afraid I have a request that might cost you a little time.
Just tell me what it is, and I'll do what I can to help you, Doctor.
Well, at some point during March or early spring last year, possibly April, a patient by the name of Brown was treated as an emergency case. Now, that was in the OB/GYN clinic, and I would like to see your file, if I may, please.
You said you're in neurology, doctor?
That's right.
Is Brown currently under treatment by you?
No.
Well, then, to gain access to her file, you need written authorization by the patient or by her physician.
Since when?
Since always, doctor.
That's not so.
Well, it may be that this department has, in the past, been careless about enforcing procedures, but recently we have undergone a reorganization, and a patient's file is confidential and available only to an attending physician.
What is your name?
Richard Loomis.
Mr. Loomis, would you please tell me who is head of this department?
I am.
Oh.
Held 4.
Forgive me, Mr. Loomis. It's obvious that I didn't understand that you were head of this department. Let me assure you that that my interest in Mrs. Brown's file is quite legitimate. In fact, I don't even need to see the file. If you could confirmed for me that there was, in fact, a Mrs. Brown who received treatment in late spring, and that a miscarriage did occur.
I'm sorry, Doctor, that information is available only to Mrs. Brown's physician.
But her physician doesn't need that information. He knows it already.
Good day, Doctor.
He is what you would call a very rigid person.
He is indeed. Who are you?
Evelyn Marchero.
That's a lovely name. Just listen to those vowels. Evelyn Marchero.
Well, I have to admit, it sounds terrific when you say it. Dr. Coleridge, is that right?
That's right.
If I'm not out of line, can I ask a question?
Certainly.
What did you want the file for?
Evelyn, are you a discreet person?
Believe me, Doc, one thing you learn around here is to keep your mouth shut.
Well, actually, it's a very fascinating story. It involves a young lady to whom I was engaged, and a friend, a very talented young doctor in this hospital.
Yeah?
And it seems that she has managed to cause him an amazing amount of trouble.
I couldn't keep up with everything. Delia and work, and finally the strike. For a while, the pills were helping, and I started having some bad reactions to them. Got pretty messed up. I knew I had to get off the stuff, and I was coming down last night when all this happened.
Why don't you tell me?
In the beginning, I just didn't want to hassle about it. Then I thought that I could handle it. Last night was pretty bad. I was on my way to find you and tell you what was going on when Delia caught up with me. I was trying to get away from her. She grabbed and I pushed. I'm really not sure what happened. I just know that I caused her to fall.
Oh, Patrick, you don't start laying that on yourself. I mean, not after everything else. Come on, sit down. Okay, now you were talking about the pills and having a bad reaction.
Wild colors, music, strange fantasies. I even had a fit of claustrophobia.
That was when you put your fist through the medicine room window, right?
Right. And then coming down, while I am coming down, depression, aches, terrific case of the nerves.
How are you feeling now?
Right this minute, I feel as rotten physically as I ever hoped to feel in my life.
Patrick, what kind of pills were you taking?
Dextroamphetamines, and a lot of them.
What else?
Nothing else.
Well, I mean, you couldn't get a reaction like that out of just pure amphetamine.
I know. Roger and I were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, what is he up to in all this anyway?
Not really sure, Buck, but I do know he's been very helpful.
Oh, yeah? Patrick,
Yeah?
have you been drinking a lot of coffee?
Gallons.
Well, you know, it could be cross-poisoning. I mean, all the caffeine with all the amphetamines, that could produce reactions like that.
That really makes a lot of sense. You know, I've been taking caffeine tablets, too.
Lay off the caffeine, okay?
I haven't had any coffee for 2 days.
Your nervous system must be a wreck.
Well, yeah, it's fairly accurate.
How you doing with the Dex?
I'll stay off it now.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm through the worst of it.
Okay, look, if you need any help, call me.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Okay, I got this delivery to make.
Yeah, they got you back in the family business after all.
No, not yet, but who knows? Look, take it easy, okay?
Yeah.
You're getting that in a week, right?
right.
Uh-huh, and for the last 6 months, all you've been able to do around here is sit around and grow, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so your feet must have grown too, so therefore you must have outgrown your shoes, right? And fortunately, very fortunately, I have been watching that situation very closely. And also, I'm very well connected down at Carter's Shoes. So, listen, I didn't know. I didn't know, you know, like what you wanted, so I just got a little bit of everything. But here we have high-top sneakers, canvas, and low-top sneakers, canvas. They both have the cushioned sole and supported arches, right? But they're just a tiny bit conservative. So I also got you orange sneakers, suede, blue sneakers, suede, black leather tops, and white leather tops. And, well, this is just about as far as Carter goes with sneakers.
This is for me?
Well, haven't you been listening? I mean, you're the only patient that's getting out next week, right?
I don't know how to pick.
Well, man, you don't have to pick.
They're all mine?
Yeah, listen, I don't think a man, in my opinion, can ever have enough sneakers. Now, listen, for a little change of pace here, we have a track shoe. Listen, are you into jogging?
I never thought about it.
Well, think about it. It's good therapy. And then, because alas and alack, man cannot live by sneakers alone, I also got you plain black dress shoes.
What is going on in here? Licia, look. I don't believe it. I never seen so many shoes anywhere. And they're all mine.
Now,
And it's only sneakers.
for the pièce de résistance. This is the thing that put my grandfather in business. The Carter work boot.
Oh, hey.
Mm-hmm. And also standard cowboy boots. No, hey, now, wait a second. The fit's a little tricky, okay? So you're gonna have to tell me if they don't work out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And now for a little less flashy side here, we have, rubber boots. They're lined with canvas and acrylic, but they keep you dry. And, oh, yes, for loafing around for school and stuff like that, I also got you some low boots and some loafers. Oh, wait a second. And, a dozen tube socks. And let's see here, assorted and sundry and various, extra shoelaces in 6 different colors.
Dr. Carter. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
And thank you for me, too.
Oh, you're welcome.
Can I put them on?
Well, not all at once. Let's try to count.
Hello?
Hello, Alicia. It's Ray Woodard.
Mrs. Woodard, how are you? I bet I know where you're calling. I found a manila envelope full of correspondence that you'd left behind.
Well, that's one reason, although I might have known that you'd have found it.
Well, it's sealed for you in the safe downstairs. Shall I mail it to you?
No, actually, I have a better idea, if you don't mind. There's something I'd like to discuss with you, Alicia, and I was wondering if you would mind coming over to my hotel this afternoon and having tea with me. Would that be possible?
Yes, I think so. What time?
As soon as you're off duty.
That's right now.
Then as soon as you can get to the Hotel Sancerre, Suite 1921.
45 minutes? I'll bring the envelope with me.
Good. I look forward to seeing you then, Alicia.
Bye-bye.
That's the problem.
Thing over with his lawyer. I'm glad to see you, Alicia. Will you believe I've missed you?
That's nice to hear. But is no one staying here with you?
Actually, there's been a continual stream of people since I checked into this hotel. Bill's nieces, his editor, his lawyer, my friends, his friends. Simple fact is I don't want anyone to stay with me. I simply want to make the funeral arrangements and get the whole thing over with as quickly as I can.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Funny you should ask that question. Come on, sit down with me and I'll tell you all about it.
Okay. Oh, before I forget, here's your envelope.
Oh, thank you. Tea.
Please.
Before I start, let me tell you again how very much I appreciate the help and the kindness you gave Bill and me in the hospital.
It was my pleasure.
It was ours, too. Milk, lemon?
No, no, thank you.
Bill was very impressed with you, very fond of you. In a funny kind of way, what I'm about to propose was his idea, really. How much do you make a week? Money. What's your salary as a paraprofessional at the hospital?
$148.50.
I will give you $300 a week, plus certain expenses to come and work for me.
$300 a week? As what?
As my all-around general assistant and secretary. Do you type?
Yes.
Shorthand.
No.
Doesn't matter. What really does matter is that I like you, I feel at ease with you, and I can trust you. And that is the critical part. You would have access to a great deal of information, personal, political, and financial. I'd have to be able to count on your loyalty and your good sense.
I understand. That's so much money.
You'd earn it, believe me. The hours are impossible, and the demands on you as consuming as they are on me. You have to be diplomat, den mother, psychologist. You know something? If you really think about it, what I'm looking for, Alicia, is a good wife. Okay, your next question is about Angel, right?
Yes, it is.
When school is out for the day, of course, he's welcome to come to my apartment where you would do most of your work. Now, I don't know where that apartment would be as yet, but that's immaterial. If you're not there, the housekeeper will be there. Beyond that, you can use my car and my driver when I don't need him. There would be insurance and provisions for medical expenses. And a 2-week vacation with pay, which does not count the trips that you would be expected to make with me. When it's convenient, Angel could come on those trips. When it isn't, he would stay with Thelma. Do you have any more questions?
When does the job begin?
Yesterday, but you can take your time to think it over.
I would have to, Mrs. Woodard. It would mean so many changes for both me and Angel.
Of course.
But no matter what happens, I thank you for thinking of me in the first place. I mean, in so many ways, it's the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. I just don't quite understand why you think that I would be good for it.
Because you and I understand each other. Because we both know the meaning of hard work and wanting a better hand than the one that was dealt us first time around. And most important of all, I feel I can trust you. Please, think it over. Could be a very good arrangement for both of us.
You mean he was marrying her because she was going to have a baby, only she had a miscarriage and didn't tell him?
I think so, Evelyn.
Can you beat that? Well, how'd she get away with it afterwards?
She waited until he had a 3-day tour of duty, and then she claimed that she had the miscarriage alone at home.
Wow.
You know, it was a rather fascinating situation.
Yeah.
The injuries were identical. The treatment was the same, and the younger patient, who was healthier in every respect, died.
Oh, it's all in your head. Everything is in your head.
Evelyn, I'll be on the 2nd floor with Dr. Krause.
Yes, Mr. Loomis.
There are 2 cartons of materials from pediatrics that need to be sorted. Now.
Yes, Mr. Loomis. Goodbye, Dr. Coleridge.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marchero.
So what are you going to do?
Actually, I'm going to invite you to a late lunch.
Oh, I'd love to, but I can't.
Why not?
I'm married.
Oh, that is a disappointment.
It's Mrs. Marchero.
Fortunate Mr. Marchero. Does he work at Riverside?
My husband's a fireman, Hook and Ladder 131, Red Hook, Brooklyn.
He'd know, wouldn't he? I mean, he could sense that you and I were sharing Mugu Gaipan at Lem's, then I'd have to contend with all of Hook and Ladder 131.
You're funny.
Well, never mind. Now that I know you're here, I'll be back. I'm sure he couldn't complain about having a cup of coffee from the sheen of the hole, now could he?
Dr. Coleridge, wait a minute. You don't want to take that file out, do you?
I just want to know if it's there.
Well, I can't see the harm in that. Mr. Loomis is a pain. What were the dates?
March, early April, probably around the end of March. Evelyn, you are a saint.
It's just what good are records if you won't let people use them? You got any idea what the first name might be?
Well, knowing the lady, it could be anything.
How about Sheila? Sheila Brown, March 30th, 1977?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, since it's out, you might as well have a look.
Sheila Brown, 24, 5'2", blonde, 98 pounds. Second pregnancy, number of living children, 1. Admitted in heightened emotional state. Phone number and address fictitious. Patient left clinic without being discharged after miscarriage. That's it, Evelyn. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Well, we'll just put this right back in the drawer and we'll know the difference.
Delia, you have been an incredibly naughty little girl. And you are in so much trouble.
Settle in for a night of drama featuring the biggest stars from your favorite TV shows and movies. It's your night for a great film with the Sunday Night Movies, every Sunday night at 10 on SoapNet.